This is part 4 of my recapping about farmer who becomes the strongest hero by raising farming skills. You can check previous parts in the description. Phal discussed with her father the problems in the city of Midas. After that, Phallus was forced to decide to leave the kingdom to save the city. The next day, Rory and Wayne arrived at the city of Migas and visit to the Adventurers Guild. When Rory met Helen, Helen was very jealous that Wayne had brought another girl to this town. Then Rory acquainted Helen and said that she was a descendant of heroes. Her relationship with Wayne was like friends. But Rory wanted Wayne to be hers. Helen is happy to meet Rory and Helen will also fight her for Wayne. After that, she and Rory helped Al harvest the vegetables. They also caught a kid stealing eggplants from Wayne's farm. Wayne was very angry because the eggplant this child picked was still raw. He advised the boy to steal here again when the vegetables were ready to be harvested. Girls were astonished that Al had suggested such a strange thing to the boy. Then Al gave the boy some cabbage and he thanked him and left. After that, Helen told Wayne about the situation that the city of Midas was going through. While Wayne went to Regulus, Migas town was always attacked by many monsters. Helen and the adventurers were always fighting against them, and this caused market trading to be disrupted. As a result, the residents' income has decreased and some families have difficulty getting food. Then suddenly the Migas town bell rang, indicating that many monsters were attacking the town. Al, Helen and Rory returned to the town to help the adventurers there. Wayne and his friends continue to fight these monsters. But unfortunately, other monsters keep coming to the city and there is no end. Not long after, the troops from the country of Antis Brooks brought a holy sword rabbit in to drive away the monsters. If the monsters don't leave Migas, they will die by the power of the sword. Then the monsters immediately left and the city was now safe. Thanks to the country of Antis Brooks, the adventures, Wayne and his friends are confused by this situation, because they just found out that there is a holy sword that can repel monsters. After that, Wayne returned to his house to harvest vegetables again. At night, Phallus suddenly came to Wayne's house to say goodbye. He asks her to explain what is going on with the kingdom. But Phallus was silent and she would never come back here again, so she wanted to see Wayne one last time. After that, she left without explaining the problem she was experiencing to Wayne. This worried him until the morning, because Al had never seen Phallus' face like that. Not long after, yesterday's kid came to see Wayne. He came here with his mother to apologize for the theft of Wayne's eggplant. The mother wanted to give Wayne clothes as an apology because she worked as a tailor. But Wayne refused because he had forgiven this boy's behavior. After that, they bought Wayne's vegetables and immediately returned to town. Shortly after, Leeks, the postman, came to Wayne's house to deliver a letter from Wayne's mother. He also informed Wayne about the news in the newspaper just released today. When Al read it, he was shocked and immediately went to the Adventurers Guild to meet Helen and Rory. On the other hand, Helen and Rory were having lunch together. Helen had also just read the news in the newspaper, which turned out to be about Phallus getting married to the prince of Antisbrook's country. After they learned about this, Rory and Helen were very confused because the country of Antis Brooks was very suspicious. Monsters would not understand human speech and the holy sword had no origin. Not long after, Wayne arrived at the Adventurers Guild and told them to read a letter from Wayne's mother Lucia. Wayne had read it earlier and this was Phallus related stuff. Lucia had heard the news that the city of Midas was invaded by monsters yesterday. She wanted to kill the monsters all at once to avoid trouble in Wayne's trade routes. But she didn't do it and decided to investigate further about this oddity. Lucia found proof that the holy sword in the country of Antis Brooks was just an ordinary sword. Lucia could know this information because she had been the captain of the Shadow Puppet organization when she was young. Yesterday's monsters that came to Migas city had order from a demon. He was forced to carry out this attack because his lover was being held captive by the country of Antis Brooks. Prince of that country also asked the kingdom of Midas to marry Princess Valles. Then Helen and Rory were shocked to hear this information. They were also even more surprised because of Wayne's mother as a former Puppets of Shadow organization member. Wayne did not know this, because his mother had never told him about her past. The Puppets of Shadow is an organization that can get any information in this world. Even they can get classified information that is covered up by the country. Then Wayne wanted to save Phallus immediately because she was in a dangerous situation. Helen and Rory wondered why Wayne could be so eager to save Phallus. Even Wayne only called Phallus by name without the princess as a sign of respect. Then Wayne got nervous and said he had accidentally said her name directly. Wayne reasoned that rescuing the princess was the top priority for adventurers, since every country needed a successor. Then Wayne also brought Leeks to this adventurers guild to discuss a plan to save Phallus and the demon's lover. In Antis Brooks, a prince named Nadiel is receiving a meeting from several countries. Many countries have been attacked by countless monsters relentlessly and they want this kingdom to protect every country. They are ready to pay at any cost as long as Prince Nadiel is willing to overcome the monsters in each country. Before continue, just to remind you, you can become a channel member to support my work and get full versions without censures. You will also get a lot of benefits. You can check what level of membership you like. Sorry for interrupting. Now let's continue. Then he accepted this offer and promised to secure every country with a holy sword Revatin. At night Prince was very happy because he could deceive many countries with games like this. Then the demon leading the monsters Gazelle didn't want to do this anymore. But Nadiel punches him and says that Gazelle's lover will be tortured if he disobeys Nadiel's orders. Not long after Fallies came to Nadiel's room to stop the violent actions against Gazelle. But Nadiel didn't care about that because the power of the Antis Brooks country was almost at its maximum. Then the leader of the Antis Brooks squad came to meet Nadiel. He said that the special wedding horse carriage had yet to arrive at the kingdom. Nadiel was furious and ordered the leader of the Antis Brooks squad to prepare any horse carriage to get to the wedding on time. After that Fallies returned to her room and was sad. Because she had to do this to follow the game of Nadiel. She wants to meet Wayne because he is the only person who can save her right now. The next day leaks. Helen and Rory had prepared a horse carriage to head to the Antis Brooks kingdom. Meanwhile Al apparently ordered a wedding dress from the tailor's mother yesterday and immediately met Leeks and girls. On the other hand, one of the knights from the Antis Brooks army sent a letter to Leeks and his friends. He said that the procedure for entering the kingdom was already in place. They will disguise themselves as wedding supplies and immediately save Fallies and Gazelle's lover. Leeks will not go with Wayne and his friends because he will expose Prince Nadiel's deception to the entire country. At the wedding he also wanted to summon monsters to disrupt this event. It turns out that Leeks is a demon and a member of the Puppets of Shadow organization. Many demons in every country disguise themselves as he and blend in with humans. Not all demons are evil. The knight who sent the letter earlier from the kingdom was also a friend of Leeks. Lucy has been helping Postman a lot so far and she's been very kind to all the members of the Puppets of Shadow. He also learned that Gazelle's lover is an ordinary human, so he relies on Wayne and his friends to save Gazelle's lover. Wayne and his friends are shocked, because they just found out about Leek's identity. Then they promised to save Gazelle's lover so the Gazelle could be free from the orders of Prince Nadiel. After arriving in the kingdom, Wayne and his friends immediately hid in a small street. They let the horse-drawn carriage into the palace. Because the security there was very tight, Wayne and his friends planned to save Gazelle's lover first. Rory and Helen had to lure out the palace guards and couldn't kill them in any way. Because this country still needed knights. Then Wayne's plan begins immediately with Wayne disguising himself as an ordinary farmer. But unfortunately they met one knight and he didn't believe. Knight immediately called his friends and then Helen decided to throw Wayne into the palace top floor. Luckily Wayne lands in the room where Gazelle's lover is held hostage. Soon the knights came there because they heard the sound of collapsing building. Then Wayne immediately attacked the knights with radishes to stun them. Afterward Gazelle's girlfriend didn't know what was happening. So Wayne quickly explained the situation. He explains the Nadiel used Gazelle for his benefit and this crime must be exposed publicly. Then Wayne immediately carrying Gazelle's girlfriend to the church where Fallis and Nadiel were married. But Wayne had to find the church location, because it was his first time in this city. On the other hand Leeks also prepare many monsters to reveal Nadiel's crimes. Later in the church a few minutes passed and Valleys arrived at the church and the wedding ceremony had started. Wayne had just found the church and met Helen and Rory. Then Helen said that Wayne had to meet Gazelle first because his girlfriend had been rescued. Helen and Rory would try to explain what is going on to the knights. Inside the church the wedding vows have been spoken and there is only one more procedure left. The groom must kiss the bride on the lips. Fallies has given up on this situation, because there is no other way to save the city of Midas. Al arrived just in time. He immediately cancelled the wedding because Nadiel only took advantage of the situation for his benefit. Wayne also said that Prince Nadiel's holy sword was a fake. Then all the people from various countries were shocked after hearing the words from Wayne. But Nadiel laughs because Wayne can only accuse and can't prove it. He also just found out that Wayne is from the town of Migas that Fallies was thinking about yesterday. Then Nadiel said that the holy sword he had was real. Currently the monsters are attacking the city of Midas, so soon the city will be destroyed. Because no one is guarding it, Nadiel immediately called Gazelle to catch Wayne. But suddenly Nadiel was shocked because Gazelle was already with his girlfriend. Then Gazelle, Wayne and Leeks began to publicly expose Nadiel's crimes. Leeks summoned many monsters and attacked the city. The officials in every country told Nadiel to use his holy sword. Leeks have also brought the holy sword here because this item is stored in a room with very little security. Nadiel was very nervous and could not say anything else. Then Wayne immediately threw the holy sword at the monster and the monster destroyed the holy sword easily. Then Gazelle immediately ordered the monsters to return to their respective places through the devil's flute. Officials are disappointed with Nadiel's actions and will no longer trust him. Then Helen and Rory immediately brought the Antis Brooks Knights to keep Nadiel in prison forever. They also said that the town of Migas would be fine as the adventurers fight to save the city from the monsters' attacks. Case has been successfully resolved by Wayne and his friends. Valise also hugged Wayne very tightly because she missed him. Valise confessed her feelings to Wayne in front of Rory and Helen. But Rory couldn't accept this. She also just found out that Valise has a close relationship with Wayne. She asked Valise to let Wayne go because she wasn't allowed to hug Wayne yet. But Valise didn't want to let go of her hug. Then Leeks gave a letter to Valise's father. This letter was found in Nadiel's room. Leeks said that Nadiel's attack on the city of Midas today might have something to do with the plan written in the letter. It's also possible that someone who did manipulate to do something like this. Leeks and his organization will investigate this case further in secret. After hearing that, Valise's father realized Leeks was a member of the Puppets of Shadow. So the king will be waiting for another report of this case from the Puppets of Shadow organization. A few days later, Valise came to the Adventurers Guild to present a reward to the adventurers for helping save the town. After that, Valise left immediately and ordered the knights to return to the kingdom. Valise returned disguised as Philia to speak directly to Rory in a different tone. Philia, Rory and Helen will try their hardest and compete for Wayne's heart. After that, Wayne immediately harvested vegetables again on his farm. Then Rory and Philia suddenly came there to confirm one thing with Wayne. Which girl Wayne liked. Wayne has been very kind to save Rory, but Philia said that he came to other country to save her. But Wayne was very nervous and couldn't answer their questions. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss new videos. You can also like this video because it will help to reach more viewers. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.